This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Sasuke Uchiha is one of the best written characters in the entire shonen genre, but in such a long-spanning series as Naruto, there will be some hiccups in the writing, and today we're gonna be exploring what I think is the worst Sasuke moment in the entire series. To contextualize that moment, we have to go back to Naruto vs Sasuke in Part 1 in the Valley of the End, the final battle before the time skip, and arguably the best fight in the entire series. The conflict in that fight was very apparent, duh. Naruto was trying to bring Sasuke back to the Leaf Village, and Sasuke was trying to go to Orochimaru, but that's just the first layer of the conflict. There's also something underneath it all, especially behind Sasuke's reasoning here. Sasuke also had to kill Naruto in order to awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan. That's what Itachi told him to do in the night of the Uchiha clan massacre. You must kill your best friend, and only then will you get the same eyes as I do, and then you'll be able to face me. Before that, don't even show up, because you're not gonna be able to do anything against me. Sasuke definitely considered killing Naruto in that fight. He even shoved a Chidori in Naruto's chest, who Naruto only blocked by, a couple of inches with his hand at the last second. Sasuke could have easily struck Naruto's heart and killed him in the spot in that situation, but that didn't happen, of course. And then, after they fought a little bit more, and Naruto and Sasuke had their lengthier conversation during the fight, Sasuke changed his mind. He understood that he was just playing by Itachi's tempo, following him, his rhythm, everything Itachi wanted him to do, and that was not what Sasuke wanted, because Itachi meant everything bad in this world for Sasuke. And so even though Sasuke had Naruto completely at his mercy in the end of the fight, after Naruto and Sasuke clashed their final Chidori and Rasengan, he decides not to kill Naruto and just go away to Orochimaru. He even says he's not going to acquire power the same way Itachi did, because this is going to contradict everything Sasuke stands for in life. And this is a profound character moment. He is not going to go down to Itachi's level, who in that point of the story was one of the most despicable villains in the entire history of the series. Sasuke was an anti-hero, but the interesting thing about the character was that he didn't kill just because of it. He was a more layered and complex character that, deep within, he's been always a good boy. But then there's a problem. When we get to Naruto Shippuden, it seems as though Kishimoto forgot about this character trait for a second there, and then, well, we got one of the worst arcs in the series, which is the Tenchi Bridge Arc. Now, this arc has several problems. One of them is that Sai and Yamato are very not interesting characters to begin with. But then, Sasuke acts out of character in this arc, and so do Orochimaru and Kabuto. This is the first time we see Sasuke after the time skip, and he is so much stronger than anyone in the Leaf Village at this point. It's ridiculous. Now, this all makes sense. Sasuke is a prodigy, and he has the Uchiha blood. He should be extremely powerful, especially after undergoing training with Orochimaru, using all types of performance-enhancing drugs and all that. This is not the issue here. The problem is that Sasuke literally tries to kill Naruto and everyone in Team 7. And the reason is just cuz. When Naruto arrives at Orochimaru's hideout and sees Sasuke for the first time, they have that little exchange. And Sasuke even says, "Why are you here? Don't you want to become the Hokage? Shouldn't you be training or something like that?" Naruto says, "Well, if I can't bring my friend back, how will I even be a Hokage one day? Because it doesn't make sense. If I can't do that, then I don't deserve it." Then Sasuke jumps in and draws his sword, saying he's going to kill Boruto on a whim. And he justifies himself, saying that, well, on that day in the Valley of the End, I didn't kill you on a whim. And now I just have a different whim, so I guess I'm gonna kill you. Haha, good luck, Naruto. I'm gonna stab you with my sword here. Like, why would you undo the character development Sasuke went through in the Valley of the End just like that? Just for a bit of tension in the arc here. Because, of course, if Sasuke wasn't like, I'm gonna kill everyone here, then the stakes of the fight wouldn't be as high because they wouldn't be in danger. But, well, we know they're not going to die anyway, so you could have done something much more interesting if Sasuke was holding back, trying actively not to kill any of them in the battle. Of course, Sasuke says he's going to kill Naruto while drawing his sword, and then the chapter ends because you want tension for the next chapter and anticipation, but at what cost? The character development of Sasuke? That's not a good trade-off to me. And the worst thing is that the villains that are actually helping the protagonists in this arc are Orochimaru and Kabuto, two of the slimiest, most evil and degenerate villains in the series. I mean, Kabuto first heals Sakura just because there's a small chance they'll kill an Akatsuki member in the future, and that's his reasoning behind it, even though he knew Sakura was actively searching for Orochimaru's hideout in the fight against the Four Tails there when the Four Tails hit Sakura. You know, Naruto didn't mean to, but he did so. And then when Sasuke was about to Kirin Team 7, Orochimaru arrives and stops him, saying, "No man, they can't kill an Akatsuki member, don't kill him here." And yeah, if it's not enough for Sasuke to pull his sword and really try to stab Naruto in the back, he also tries to use Kirin on Team 7. And if he had used that, he would have one-shot Sai, Yamato, Sakura, and Naruto all at once. His former friends now sure, Sasuke says over and over again that his bond doesn't exist anymore, but that's clearly not true because we can see in the fight against Killer Bee, for example, that when his team, Team Taka, is saving Sasuke, he remembers Team 7 back in the day, and that gives him the strength and the will to use Amaterasu and win the fight. He still has those bonds deep within, and he doesn't even question himself when he was about to Kirin them out of existence. It was just as though they were annoying little ants that were, on the ground there, and he just wanted to kill them. That's what he was about to do to Team 7. So this completely contradicts Sasuke's character there. And the weirdest thing is that after this arc, Sasuke has a hardcore no-killing rule. For example, when Orochimaru was training Sasuke and he tossed a billion of those goons against Sasuke to train him and all that, he was actively going out of his way not to kill any of them and only dealing non-lethal blows. Orochimaru was even kind of upset about that. He was saying, "Well, you're not killing these guys. Do you think you're gonna kill Itachi?" And then Sasuke says, "No, that man I can kill." So Itachi was the only person in the world Sasuke wanted to kill. He didn't want to kill anybody else. And one arc before, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you, Naruto, just because of my whim." He also tells Team Heavy again and again, "Hey, do not kill anyone. Do you understand? No killing here." And of course, this changes after Sasuke awakens the Mangekyou Sharingan and finds out about Itachi's truth. But then it's because the Sasuke went through a big emotional change, and that makes sense. It's fine for Sasuke to go a little bit darker here because of the circumstances of the character. He is even killing a billion samurai in the 5 Kage Summit, and Suigetsu even remarks, "Wait, you were saying no killing, but you are killing a lot of people here." But that makes sense, the character was changed. But this is not the case in the Tenchi Bridge arc. Sasuke shouldn't be a killing machine here, especially because one arc later, he is avoiding killing people at all costs. Before we continue, let me talk to you guys a little bit about today's sponsor, Squarespace, the best place online for you to create and manage your own website. With Squarespace, you'll be able to build your online presence, creating a website from scratch, or using one of the several templates that they have available to you that look extremely professional. If you have a product and you'd like to sell it online, use Squarespace. If you want to create a blog, Squarespace. If you want to start a podcast, Squarespace is going to provide you all the tools you need to do that, while making the process enjoyable and also affordable. So head to squarespace.com/Daigonite right now so you can set up your website, and when you're ready, using my coupon Daigonite will get you 10% off your first purchase, so don't waste any time. The link's in the description below. Now let's go back to the video. Now there are a couple of ways to justify Sasuke's actions here, and I'm gonna be talking about them and seeing if they make any sense or not. First, you could say that Naruto was a problem for Sasuke's revenge, and if Naruto was on Sasuke's way, then there was nothing Sasuke could do. If Naruto were to stop Sasuke's revenge, then he might as well kill Naruto because he lives for his revenge and nothing else. He's even willing to give his body to Orochimaru and die in the process, only for him to achieve the revenge. So killing Naruto wouldn't be, well, a step too far. If all that matters is the revenge, even though Naruto may have been quote-unquote innocent and a former friend, then if he's on Sasuke's way, then he has to be dealt with. But this is not really the case, because he wasn't killing people, even people that were interfering with his revenge later. Sasuke didn't kill them like a maniac or anything. In the Deidara fight, Deidara, an Akatsuki member, Sasuke was saying, I don't want to kill you, you just have to tell me where Itachi is and I'll let you go. Of course, Deidara wouldn't have that, he was pissed at Sasuke, but you know Sasuke wasn't trying to kill Deidara there. He was actively dealing non-lethal blows. He landed his Chidori on a non-vital spot so that Deidara could survive the battle. I mean, it's just that Deidara blew himself up in the end, but Sasuke wasn't trying to kill him. And also, you could say that back in the day in the Valley of the End fight, Sasuke thought he was just kind of acting according to Itachi's will, and he didn't want to do that. But now, when he was more clear-headed, so to speak, when the bonds with the Leaf Village were broken and further away than ever before, he felt that, no, I am under control of the situation. Itachi has no influence over me, so if I kill Naruto now, it's not gonna be because Itachi told me. It's because of my own will. And that also seems a little flimsy to me, not very interesting, especially for a character as Sasuke that's supposed to be a little more deeper than just, I'm gonna kill the first guy that I see in front of me, and I'm just gonna be edgy because this is my former friend. There's also another explanation, and one that I think is much more interesting, and that is Sasuke was bluffing in that situation, and he didn't really intend on killing Naruto. Now, those who support this theory say that Sasuke knew Naruto and his friends were in trouble when he arrived in the scene, and he saw Naruto was invading Orochimaru's hideout. Sasuke wanted them to leave immediately, and also because they would actually interfere with his revenge, like it or not, if they tried anything stupid there, so Sasuke had to put his best poker face and say, I'm gonna kill you guys. You better get out of here right now. And Sasuke jumps in, does everything he does in the fight, and then the best indication that Sasuke was lying in that moment is that he tries to use Kirin. Now, Sasuke does the Kirin pose, and Orochimaru stops him. A lot of people say that wasn't Kirin because he uses hand signs, and he didn't use hand signs for the actual Kirin against Itachi. And also, there weren't any clouds, and the sky was clear, so Kirin couldn't be used. But guys, that was 100% Kirin. Sasuke was about to use Kirin. It was the same pose. Kishimoto was hyping up this mysterious jutsu before the fight against Itachi, and also he was setting that up so that when Sasuke uses it in the end against Itachi, it's gonna be satisfying. So it was Kirin. Now, you could say Sasuke could probably just use Kirin using his chakra and not using the clouds if he were to cast the jutsu when the day is clear. But then there's also the chance Sasuke was bluffing with Kirin and he couldn't use it without the clouds. And he was just saying, I'm gonna real quick just destroy all of you here, so be afraid of me. But then the thing is, even if Kirin was a bluff and Sasuke wasn't intending on using Kirin and destroy Team 7, Orochimaru still arrives, and he is very much certain that Sasuke was about to do something. Now, maybe Orochimaru didn't know what Kirin was, but I find that extremely unlikely because he seems to know exactly what Sasuke was about to do when he is going to use that, and when Orochimaru just stops his hand, he says, don't use that here, Sasuke. These guys can be useful in the future. They can kill more Akatsuki members for us, and that's gonna be good for our goals. And he even says that jutsu, implying he knows what jutsu it is. Implying as well that he saw Kirin before. It's even implied that Orochimaru himself taught Sasuke Kirin. When Sai arrives at the hideout with Orochimaru and Kabuto, and they see Sasuke for the first time, they're just Sasuke's shadow. Sasuke says, I've mastered that last jutsu, I need to learn a new one. And that could be Kirin. It's very much implying that, yeah, that's the jutsu Sasuke had just mastered there. And if Orochimaru was confident Sasuke was about to destroy them all, then it's very likely likely that Sasuke has other ways to use Kirin other than just using the Cloud Lightning. Now maybe you could say Sasuke knew Orochimaru was coming because he sensed it or he saw it, and he was bluffing, making Orochimaru see that he was about to use Kirin, but he knew Orochimaru was going to stop him in the end. But this is reaching like absurd levels of headcanon. Now even if Sasuke was bluffing, there's nothing that indicates it. Nothing, not even a subtle hint that Sasuke is bluffing. Now, if that was the case, it would have been shown in the story if that was a bluff. Or in the future, in future arcs, or when Sasuke fights Naruto, it would have been explained. These things, they are explained, especially in Naruto. Naruto is not the type of show or manga that leaves everything to subtext. Plot points, as relevant as this one would have been, are not just left for the audience's imagination. I mean, when Zetsu retconned the entire Naruto series, they explained it very thoroughly. Usually, the simplest explanation tends to be the right one, all things considered, and in here the simplest explanation is that Kishimoto just thought he had to bump up the tension during this arc and make Sasuke want to kill Naruto because of his whim, and that Sasuke is being very literal here. Now in my personal headcanon, Sasuke was bluffing in that moment because that makes his character just much better. It doesn't contradict everything he did in the Valley of the End, and it makes it much more interesting when Sasuke actually goes darker in the future of Naruto Shippuden. And it also remains much more consistent with Sasuke's actions after this arc when he is not killing people on purpose, you know. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Like this video too to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, that really helps. And it only takes 2 seconds. Watch this other video right here for more Naruto content just like this, and thank you so much for watching.